Today's video will be helping you prepare your academic poster. Before you begin to create your poster, make sure you have everything you need at the ready on your desktop. You'll need all of the text that you'll be able to cut and paste into the poster, all of the graphics that might be tables or charts or photographs, and everything should be ready at hand. Remember, please, your paper should be fully complete before you begin to create the poster, because you will be excerpting from that main paper the key ideas so that you can put them into your poster, highlighting your work. The poster will be an abbreviated presentation of all of the information that's contained in the big paper. Please download one of the templates. There's one at this link, and there's one under Assignments in Blackboard. Or you can create your own, but it must be suitable for a professional conference. In other words, a Glogster or another classroom type poster will not suffice for this assignment. Whichever you decide, be sure that all of the required categories from your paper are indicated in the poster. And on the handout that's attached to the assignment link under Blackboard, you'd find this description. You will need to include an introduction. In the introduction on the poster, it should highlight the purpose and the research questions. You will not be able to cut and paste everything in your long paper onto the poster, so you need to use this and be concise and use just a few words, perhaps bulleted lists, in order to get your point across. This is especially true with the literature review. You might just have bullet points and you'll talk over them. You might have the citations or just a few key ideas, but you'll represent the theoretical and also the empirical work that you surveyed to prepare for your research. You'll have a section that highlights the methods, including the setting and participants, your classroom or the students that you were working with, the way that you generated data generation methods. In other words, what are the tools that you use to collect data? Did you conduct observations? Did you do interviews? Did you look at student work? And then what did you do to analyze those documents? So all three of those things should be included in the method section on your poster. You'll also have a section that's findings. What did you learn? So what was the outcome of engaging in this study? You did an intervention in your classroom, or you created a new approach to a topic that needed extra support. What did you learn from engaging in this activity? And then finally, a discussion. And in the discussion, I want you to highlight the educational implications. What can other teachers learn from the research that you conducted? And then what other research might come next? What would be the next steps for your research? Remember, each of these must have their own section represented on the poster, because you will be highlighting them in the oral presentation on one of the last 2 nights of class. Once you've done that and you're working in the template, make sure to check the size of the poster. The standard size for an academic poster is 36 by 48 or 36 by 56 inches wide. You can look right on the template, which is in PowerPoint, to determine that. If possible, and usually you can do this on Mac, I'm not 100% sure you can do this on PC, but you can turn the grid lines on, and I find the grid lines are really helpful for organizing. It helps me line up images and other graphics. It helps me see how to fill a specific section with text. You can find the grid lines under View, or sometimes they're under the Design tabs at the top of the poster template. You can also zoom in, because it's going to look really small when you're working, so you can zoom into different sections of the poster, and that will help you as you move through the rest of the steps in preparing the poster. Go through each section. I recommend about 33%. The zoom is in the View tab, or you could just scroll using on the bottom right corner. Just click on it and drag, and it'll change the how big it is. Next, you're going to cut and paste the text into the template. So you'll have the Word document or other source right on your desktop. You're going to cut and paste and drop it right into the template. I recommend that you think about centering, using bold or italic fonts, or changing the color or even the font that you use in order to emphasize certain elements and also to distinguish those elements from other pieces on the poster. Also check font sizes. There's a minimum size of 26. Most of the main titles are at least 90-point font. Next, I'd like you to insert photos. There should be some graphic. It might not be photos of your children, but it might be photos of the classroom products that you collected, or other images that might enhance our understanding of the research that you conducted. I like to have those photos ready on my desktop too. And you can just do this by using the Insert tab and click Photo from File, and then you can upload an image right from your desktop. Or if you take one from the internet and save it to your desktop, you can do that as well. 50K is the minimum size for an image. You can always size it down once it's imported. Once you have it in the template, in the poster, you can then make it smaller, or you can drag it anywhere you want on the poster. You could also use the Format Picture tab and then add frames or other features that are in that are under that tab. Also, you may decide to insert graphics, and this could be tables or other formats that you want to share the data in, but you also might want to include logos like the Project Cora logo or our College of Ed or SDSU logos. You can take all of that from the internet. Again, save it to your desktop first. That's the best way to do that. Oh yeah, one tip I'd like to share is that sometimes the tables don't transfer well to the poster. So one way that I've overcome that problem is to just do a screenshot. So if I might have a table in Word, I just screenshot that, and then I can import that table as a photograph into the poster template. Don't forget, you can change the color of all the subheadings and the bars and other banners in order to make it look the way that you want. The visual representation of your research will be really affected by these little changes that you make. So just as a reminder, the poster along with the online presentation is worth 20%. You will present your findings, your poster and your findings, either on one of the two classes. You've already signed up for that. And I do want to also ask you to consider submitting to the Student Research Symposium at SDSU that happens every spring. Of course, it's too late for this semester, but your research will still be valid next year, and we have had quite a few winners and quite a few presenters from the 650 class. Good luck, and I will see you online.